Here is question number 1. A and B started a business where the investment of A was 40% of the total investment. B invested his sum for 4 months. The profit received by A was 4 by 7 of the total profit. Then find the time period of investment of A. So we know that in the business partnership, profits should be distributed in the ratio of their product of investment and time period. Product of investment and time period. This is the ratio in which profits should be divided. Here, let us assume that the total investment as 100 rupees. Let us assume the total investment as 100 rupees. A invested 40%, that is 40 rupees. And for how many months? We do not know. That's what we are supposed to find. Let us assume A invested for X months. Out of 100 rupees, as A invested 40%, then B invested 60%, which is 60 rupees. And it is given that B invested for 4 months. So this is the ratio in which profits have to be distributed. That is A investment 40 multiplied by time period, B investment 60 multiplied by time period, 4 months. But in the question, indirectly, the ratio of the profits is given that A receives 4/7 of the profit. If A receives 4/7 of the profit, then obviously B receives 3/7. Then that means ratio of the profits is 4 by 7 is to 3 by 7, which is 4 is to 3. So ratio of the profits is 4 is to 3. Now by solving this, 0 0 cancel, 4 4 cancel, 3 ones 3 2. So on cross multiplication, you will get x is equal to 4 into 2, 8. That means A invested for 8 months in the business. Therefore answer is option C. Here is question number 2. A sum of rupees 7,500 amounts to rupees 9,075 at 10% per annum in a certain time, when the interest is compounded annually. What is the amount of the same sum at the same rate of interest for 6 by 5 of the earlier time? Now it is given under compound interest. So under compound interest, we know that amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n, as it is compounded annually. We are given with principal 7,500. And we are given with the amount also. So P into 1 plus rate of interest is 10 by 100. N we do not know. And given that this amount is 9,075. Right. So in this equation, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. We do not know n, rest all given. So if I bring that 7,500 to left hand side, 9,075 by 7,500 is equal to, if I simplify this, 10 ones, 10 tens, 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10 whole power n. Now on left hand side, if I simplify these values, I think we can cancel with 75. 7,500 so 7,500. I'm cancelling with 75. Okay. Now this is 75 ones to 75, 15 remainder, 157, 75 twos, 7 remainder, 75, 75 ones. So we got 121 by 100, and this 121 by 100 can be written as 11 by 10 whole square is equal to 11 by 10 whole power n. So as bases are equal, we can equate the exponents. So n is 2. That means initially the time period is 2 years. Now we are asked to find the amount of the same sum at the same rate of interest for 6 by 5 of the earlier time. So 6 by 5 of the earlier time is nothing but, initially it was 2 years. Just now we calculate. Now it is 6 by 5 of 2 years, which is 12 by 5. 12 by 5 is nothing but 2 by 5 years. Now for 2 years, we have already calculated this sum 7,500 becomes 9,075. In fact, it is given. We have not calculated, it is given. So for in 2 years, this sum becomes 9,000. Next, for the remaining, for the next 2 by 5 years, we have to calculate. So we know that under compound interest, for this 2 by 5 years, principal is amount at the end of the second year is principal for the next time period. Right. So therefore, now amount is already at the end of the 2 years, it has become 9,075. On this, you have to calculate the interest for the next 2 by 5 years. Now, when you are calculating for 2 by 5 years, this rate of interest is given as 10% per annum, that is per annum. So for 1 year it is 10%. Now for 2 by 5 years, how much it is? If you simplify, you will get it as 10 into 2 by 5. On further simplification, we get 4%. So now rate of interest is 4%. Now A is equal to 9075 into, if I simplify this 4 by 100, that is 1 by 25. 1 plus 1 by 25 is 26 by 25. Now, if I simplify this further with, if I cancel this with 25, 25 3 is 75. Again, 157, 25 6 are 150, 75, 25 3s. So you have to multiply 363 with 26. When you are multiplying 363 with 26, now interestingly, the units digit is 3 into 6, 8. So our answer is going to end with 8. And fortunately, there is only one option which is ending with 8. Therefore, answer option A. I have not calculated the entire answer because 3 into 6, that is units digit is 8. Among the options, there is only one number with 8. So that is answer, right? So here you need to understand that initially time period is 2 years. Now you have to calculate the amount for 6 by 5 of the time. So 6 by 5 of 2 years is 12 by 5. This 12 by 5 is not integer years. 12 by 5 can be written as 2 by 5 years. So for 2 years already amount is 9075. Now for the remaining 2/5 of the year we have to calculate. So for that rate of interest is 10% per annum. Now for 2/5 of the years how much? You will get it as 4%. So on simplification you will get option A as the answer. Here is a third question from TCS Digital Advanced Quant section. The average weight of some students in a class is 62 kg. If 8 students of average weight 55 kg leave the class and 13 students of average weight 65 kg join the class, then the average weight of the remaining students in the class is 63.9. Then the number of students in the class initially was. By the way, how do we find average weight? Sum of the weights of all the students by number of students. Initially, we are given with average weight. We do not know sum of the weights. We do not know number of students as well. I am assuming number of students as n. So on cross multiplication, we get sum of the weights of the students as 62n, right? So now from this 62n, 8 students of average 55 leave the class. That means 8 into 55 left. So minus, whereas 13 students each of 65 join the class. Now this is new sum of the weights of the students. By number of students, initially n was there, 8 left, 13 joined. And this average is given as 63.9. Now if I simplify this further, 60 to n minus this is 8 into 55, 440, right? This is 440 plus 13 into 65, right? So if I multiply 13 into 65, you will get it as 13 5 65, 13 6 are 70, 845. This is 845. So minus 440 plus 845 is plus 405 by n minus 8 plus 13 is n plus 5 is equal to 63.9. If I simplify this further on cross multiplication, 62n plus 405 is equal to 63.n plus 63.9 into 5 is 319.5. So on bringing all n terms one side, constants other side, we'll get it as 1.9 n is equal to 85.5. On further simplification, n is equal to 85.5 by 1.9. If you simplify, you will get it as 45. So the number of students initially in the class was 45. That is option B. So you just have to apply average concept here to answer the question. Here is fourth question. Raj sold his bat at X% profit after giving a discount of X%. The market price was rupees 2400 more than the cost price and the selling price was 900 more than the cost price. Then find the value of 4x. Now Since we do not know the cost price, let the cost price be, don't take X, because he already used a variable X in the question. Normally we start taking X. If you take X, you will get confusion with that X and this X given in the question. So let us assume cost price is A. Then market price is 2400 more than that, that is A plus 2400. And selling price is 900 more than the cost price. Selling price is 900 more than the cost price. By the way, selling price minus cost price is profit, right? So selling price minus cost price is profit. That is A plus 900 minus A. So profit is 900, because plus A minus A get cancelled, profit 900. And discount is market price minus selling price. So market price is A plus 2400 minus selling price is A plus 900. Again, on opening this bracket and simplifying, plus A minus A get cancelled, 2400 minus 900 is 1500. So that is discount. So we know profit as 900, we know discount as 1500, right? How do we calculate profit percentage? Profit percentage is profit by cost price into 100. That is given as X. Profit percentage is X, right? So X is equal to profit 900 by cost price A into 100. Similarly, how do we find discount percentage? Discount by market price into 100, because discount is always offered on market price. So here also discount percent is also given as X. So again X percent is equal to discount to 1500 by market price. What is market price? A plus 2400 into 100, right? Now this is equal to X, this is equal to X, both are equal to X. So therefore I can equate the right hand sides. So if I equate the right hand values here, that is 900 into 100, 90,000 by A is equal to 1500 into 100 is 1,50,000 by A plus 2,400. So if I simplify this further, four zeros cancel here, three threes, three fives. On further simplification, cross multiplication, we'll get 5A is equal to 3A plus 7,200. That is 2A is equal to 7,200. That is A is equal to 3,600. A is nothing but cost price, but we are asked to find 4x. To find 4x, first we have to find x. So as we got A value, let us substitute that A value here in this equation. So if I substitute A is equal to 3600 in this equation, this becomes x is equal to 900 by A 3600 into 100. So these two zeros get cancelled, 9 ones, 9 fours, 4 ones, 4 25s. So we got x is equal to 25. X is equal to 25, but we are asked to find 4x. So 4 into 25, that is 100. So answer option D. Okay. So appears to be little clumsy, but you just have to follow the basic concept of profit and loss. Here is question number 5. The taxi charges in a city consists of fixed charge together with the charge for distance traveled in kilometers. When a person travels 72 kilometers, he pays rupees 1170 and he pays 898 when he travels 55. What will he have to pay for traveling 45 kilometers? So you have to go by equations concept here. Let us assume that let the price per kilometer be rupees X and let fixed charges be rupees Y. So for 72 kilometers, each kilometer X rupees, so 72X plus fixed charges Y is given as 1170. And for 55 kilometers, each kilometer X for 55 X plus fixed charge Y is equal to 898. So directly by subtracting these equations, plus Y minus Y get cancelled, you will get 17X is equal to, on simplification, 272. On further simplification, X is equal to, if you divide 272 with 17, it goes 16 times. So X is nothing but per kilometer charge. Now substitute x in any equation, either in first equation or second equation, you'll get y value. So I'm substituting in the second equation. So if I substitute in second equation, it becomes 55 into 16 plus y is 898. By the way, 55 into 16 is, if you multiply how much you'll get it as? 55 with 16, 16 5 is 80, 16 5 is 880. So this is 880 plus y is 898. That implies y is equal to 18. Now we are asked to find the charge for 45 kilometers. So per kilometer x rupees plus fixed charge y. We know x, which is 16, and we know y, 18. So on simplification, 45 into 16, 16 5 is 80, and 16 4 is 64, 720 plus 18, which is total 738. That is option B. Here is the solution for question number 6. When a number x is divided by 9, the remainder is 9. When the same number is divided by 21, the remainder is 12. If the number x lies between 250 and 450, then what is the sum of all possible values of x? So here we have to apply division algorithm. What is division algorithm? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So first case, number dividend is nothing but the number with which we divide, that is x. It is given as x. Where divisor, that means we divided by 9. How many times it goes, we do not know. Let it be a times it goes. Remainder is 6. So that means x is equal to 9a plus 6. Second case, when the same number x divided by 21, let us assume it goes b times, the remainder is 12. So we got two expressions for x. X is nothing but the number, right? Now, given that x lies between 250 and 450, from the first equation, if x is 9a plus 6, and if x has to be between 250 to 450, you can take what values for an a. If you give a is equal to, let's say, 25, it becomes 9 into 25 plus 6. 9 into 25 is 225 plus 6, which is 231. But here, given that x is between 250 and 450, here we got x as 231. So that means I cannot give a is equal to 25. I have to give more than that. So like that, by trial and error method, by checking what value of a gives x between 250 and 450, I think if you take a is equal to 28, you will get x as 9 into 28. 9 into 28 is 9 8 is 72, 9 2 say 252 plus 6. You will get 258. Similarly, if you give a is equal to 29, next it increases by one more 9 because it is 9a. So as you increase a value by 1, the result increases by 9. So if I give a is equal to 29, it becomes 267. Similarly, if I give a is equal to 30, it becomes 276. Increase by 9, plus 9, plus 9, plus 9, so on. And these are the values I can take for a, right? So if you write the values for x from the first expression by giving different values for a, x is starting from 258, then next plus 9 267, then 276, and then 285, and then 294, and then 303, and then 312, and then 321, so on, right? Now similarly, in the from the second expression, by giving different values for b, you have to make sure that you get x between again 250 and 450. So here also, if I take different values for b, that is, if I take b is equal to, let's say, 10, then this becomes 21 into 10, 210 plus 12, 232, which is less than 250. So therefore, you have to take b is equal to 11. If I take b is equal to 11, 21 into 11, 21 tens 210, you will get it as 231. Still you will get less than 250. So take B is equal to 12. So by taking B is equal to 12, you will get X is equal to 21 into 12. 21 into 12. 12 ones 12, 12 twos 24, 252 plus 12, 264. Now, as you increase B value by 1, the result increases by 21. So 264. Next, if you give B is equal to 13, next to 285, then next to 306, and then next 327, and then so on 348. So I mean here B X value increased by 21, 21 from term to term. So here what are common in both? I think 285 you have got in first case, 285 you have got in the second case also. So that means 285 number satisfies both first condition and second condition. That means 285 when divided by 9 leaves a remainder 6, and 285 when divided by 21 leaves a remainder 12. This satisfies both conditions. These numbers satisfy only first condition. These numbers satisfy only second condition. Common numbers satisfy both conditions. We want numbers which satisfy both conditions. 285. After that, what you will get? 306. Right? Are we getting 306? No. Next, you will get 348. How will you find out here? See, this is 9 multiple. This is 21 multiple. What is LCM of 9 and 21? 63. So that means for every 63, this number, I mean, satisfies the condition. So 285 plus 63, 348. Again, 348 plus 63, plus 63. You will get it as 411, right? And plus 63 actually becomes 474. But given that X lies between 250 and 450 only, so I am not supposed to take this. So how many values are possible for X? 3 values. These are the 3. And you're asked to find sum of them. So the possible values of X are 285, 348, 411. 411. So I'm adding all these 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 1 14, 4. So actually there is only one option which is ending with 4, so I can take answer as option A. Of course, if you want you can complete also, but since unit digit is 4 and among options there is only one number with 4. So if I further simplify, I mean 12 plus 2 14, and this is 5 8 10. So answer 1044, that is first option. There are 3 possible values for X, and some of them, as we are asked to find some of them, answer 1044, option A. Seventh question. C can complete a work in 60 days, whereas A and B take 40% and 75% more time than C. So when it comes to A takes 40% more than C. So first of all, 40% of 60 plus 60. 40% more than C. So 40% is 24 plus 60. That means A takes 84 days. Whereas B takes 75% more than what C takes. So 75% of 60 plus 60. 75% more than 60. So 75% of 60 is 45 plus 60, which is 105. That means B takes 105 days. So A takes 84 days, B takes 105 days, and C takes 60 days. So what it is given? The work was started by A initially, and B and C worked with A on every third day. Initially, A alone starts. On every third day, B and C assist A. So that means if you take a cycle of 3 days, in the first 3 days, A will be there for all 3 days, whereas B and C will be there for only one day. They are only on third day. So A 1 day work 1 by 84, 3 days work 3 by 84, B 1 day work 1 by 105, plus C 1 day work 1 by 60. Right? This is 3 days work. So if I simplify this further, LCM of all these numbers is 420. 84 goes 5 times, so 5 into 3, 15, plus 105 goes 4 times, 4, 60 goes 7 times, so this is 26 by 420. If I simplify, 13 by 210. This is 3 days work. So for every 3 days, they complete 13 by 2/10 part of the work. Now, to generalize, you have to multiply this 13 by 210 with an integer such that numerator is just less than denominator, because work is nothing but 1, right? Work is 1 unit. So you have to get this less than 1, just less than 1. Anyway, there is no chance of getting 1. So that's why we try to bring it close to the denominator. So multiply with a suitable number to make it just less than 1. So if I multiply this with 16, this 13 by 210 with 16, 13 into 16 is 208. So 208 by 210. When I am taking this 16 times, each 13 by 210 takes 3 days. When you are taking 16 such, 48 days. So in 48 days, 208 by 210 work. Then remaining work is equal to 1 minus 208 by 210, which is 2 by 210, which is 1 by 105. So in 48 days, this much is over. Now remaining 1 by 105. Now who has to do this 1 by 105? On 49th day, again A starts and he will be alone and he has to finish. At what rate A works? 1 by 84. What is the work to be done? 1 by 105. So therefore, time taken by A on 49th days, work to be done 105 by 1 by 105 by the rate at which A working is 1 by 84. So that becomes 84 by 105, which is 21 fours, 25 fives, 21 fives. So 4 by 5. That is 4/5 of the day. On which day? 49th day. So that means 48 4 by 5. 48 4 by 5 days they take. That is option B. They take 48 4 by 5 days. Okay, right. Here is the solution for question number 8. A sum when lent at the rate of 15% per annum simple interest for X years amounted to rupees 17,600. When the same sum was lent at the rate of 18% per annum simple interest for X plus 2.5 years, it amounted to rupees 24,320. Find the value of X and the sum. X is nothing but time period and sum is principal. By the way, this question is under simple interest, right? So under simple interest, formula for amount. First of all, under simple interest, SI is PTR by 100. Then amount is principal plus interest. That is P plus PTR by 100. So if I take P common, 1 plus TR by 100. So we can use this formula for amount straight away. So that is under simple interest, amount is P into 1 plus TR by 100. Now we do not know P. So P 1 plus initially for X years at 15% per annum. So TR by 100. Amount is given as 17,600. This is equation 1. Next, same P, this time for X plus 2.5 years at the rate of 18% per annum, amount is 24,320. So we have two equations. We have to solve these two equations to find P and X. But obviously it takes a lot of time. Of course, you can find, but it takes time. What I suggest is options method is best method. Options method in the sense, now let us take X as 2.5 and P as 12,800 and substitute them in the first equation. If you get LHS is equal to RHS, then that is the answer. If not, you can go by other. I mean, that is one of the ways. Of course, you can solve these two equations to find both X and P. I'm going by options. So, first equation, left hand side 17,600, right hand side P value 12,800 into 1 plus X we are taking as 2.5. So if I take X as 2.5, 15 into 2.5 is 37.5. 1 plus 37.5 by 100 is 137.5 by 100. Right? This total expression is 137.5 by 100. I repeat that point. When I take X is equal to 2.5, 15 into 2.5 is 37.5. 1 plus 37.5 by 100 is 137.5 by 100. So on right hand side, if I simplify 12,800 into This 137.5 by 100 can be written as 1375 by 1000. To remove the decimal, into 10 by 10. So 25 fours, 25 zeros, and 25 fives, 125, 12 remainder, again 25 fives. Now 0, 0 cancel. 4 ones, 4, 3, 2, 0. So it is 320 into 55. If I multiply this, 55 0 0, 55 2s 110. So 11 carry here. 55 3s 165 plus 11 176. So left hand side is 17,600, right hand side is also 17,600, and this we got by substituting first option. So luckily first option itself satisfied, therefore that is the answer. I've gone for options method, but as I said, if you don't like this options method, then solve these two equations to find both P and X. Two linear equations in two variables. By the way, answer is option A. Here is solution for question number 9. A and B start from the same point and cover equal distances. A travels by car and covers a distance in 3 hours with a speed of 50 km per hour. B travels by a bus which stops for 10 minutes after covering 10 kilometers. In how much time will the bus reach the destination if the speed of the bus is 40% less than that of the car? So here he is saying that A and B start from the same point and they cover equal distances. A travels by car. It is given clearly he travels for 3 hours at speed 50 km per hour. So distance traveled by A is speed into time, that is 50 into 3, 150 kilometers. As it is given that both A and B cover the same distances, now B also cover the same distance, that is 150 kilometers. But to cover this 150 kilometers, B is traveling by bus, which stops for 10 minutes for every 10 kilometers. First of all, let us find to cover 10 kilometers, how much time B takes. Time is distance by speed. So distance is 10 kilometers. Here B speed is not given directly, but it is 40% less than the speed of the car. Speed of the car is given as 50 kilometer per hour. 40% less than that. 40% of 50 is 20. So 20 less than 50, that is speed of bus is 50 minus 20, that is 30 kilometer per hour. So bus is traveling at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. So now time taken for 10 kilometers at 30 kilometer per hour is time is distance by speed. So 10 by 30, that is one third of the hour. One third of the hour is nothing but 20 minutes. So that means to cover 10 kilometers, bus takes 20 minutes. So it travels for 20 minutes. After that, it takes a break for 10 minutes. Again, it travels for 20 minutes and it takes a break for 10 minutes. And so on. Like this, it has to travel 150 kilometers. Right? In the first 20 minutes, how much distance it is traveling? 10. So how many tens make 150? 15 tens make 150. For every 10 kilometers, it is taking 20 minutes. So 15 into 20, 300, right? And how many breaks? How many breaks? 14 breaks. Each break 10 minutes, 140. Why 14 breaks? After covering the last 10 kilometers, after traveling the last 20 minutes, that is last 10 kilometers, after that there won't be any break, right? Breaks are only in between. After covering first 10 kilometers break, but not after covering the last 10 kilometers. So only 14 breaks. So 15 tens make 150. For each 10 kilometers, the bus is taking 20 minutes. So therefore 15 into 20, 300 minutes and breaks 140 minutes. So total 440 minutes. That means bus is traveling a total of 440 minutes. Nothing but 7 hours 20 minutes, because 420 minutes is 7 hours plus extra 20 minutes. 7 hours 20 minutes. That is option A. So here is the solution for question number 10. Ramesh can complete a work in 20 days. And Mohan is 66.67% as efficient as Ramesh. That means Mohan is 66.67 is nothing but two-third of Ramesh. As efficiency is two-third, time taken will be 3 by 2. So time taken by Mohan is 3 by 2 of time taken by Ramesh, that is 30, because we know efficiency is inversely proportional to time. As efficiency is 2/3, then time taken will be 3 by 2 of time taken by Ramesh. So Mohan takes 30. But it is given that Mohan and Ramesh begin to work together. Initially, they start together. Ramesh leaves after working for some days. The remaining work is completed by Mohan in 10 days. Then after how many days Ramesh leave? So that means here remaining work completed by Mohan alone in 10 days. First of all, Mohan alone in 10 days can do what part of the work? One day he can do 1/30th part of the work. 10 days he can do 10 by 30, which is 1/3 work. That means the remaining work is 1/3. That means before completing this 1/3 by Mohan, don't you think Ramesh and Mohan together completed 2/3? That's why remaining 1/3 has to be done by Mohan. So that means Ramesh and Mohan together worked to finish 2/3. Ramesh one day work is 1 by 20. Assume he works for X days, so X by 20. Mohan one day work is 1 by 30. Assume he works for X days, X by 30. And they together work for X days to finish 2/3 of the work, right? I am assuming that they together work for X days to finish 2/3 of the work. So from this, on left hand side, I'm taking X common. LCM of 20 and 30 is 60. This is 3 plus 2, 5 by 60 is equal to 2 by 3. So if I simplify 5 ones, 5 twelves, 3 ones, 3 fours, on cross multiplication, we get X is equal to 8. That means Ramesh and Mohan together worked for 8 days and then Ramesh left. So question is after how many days Ramesh left? That is after 8 days. So answer option C.